Tonight's news focus, Sarawak Governor officiate Darul Makmur Mosque in Serian Division. AI must be guided by good values and Hidayah. Sarawak Premier received 2 courtesy calls. Good evening. A new mosque known as the Serian Division Darul Makmur Mosque was officiated by Sarawak Governor Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar on Monday. The ceremony began with breaking of fast and continued with the inauguration of the mosque by Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi together with Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg. After dinner, the ceremony was enlivened by the recitation of the Quran by the champion of the 64th Sarawak level Quran recitation ceremony, Muhammad Faizil Afandi, in conjunction with the Sarawak level Nuzul Al-Quran celebration. The ceremony was also filled with a tazkirah by Sarawak Mufti, Dato Kipli Yassin. The congregation also performed the Isha and Taraweh prayers led by the Grand Imam of Sarawak, Dato Mustafa Kamal. Darul Makmur Mosque has now become a new landmark for the Islamic community in Serian Division and a center for character development and fraternity of the local community. Along with the development of technology in the world, Sarawak continues to strive not to be left behind by technological developments, especially in the digital and artificial intelligence AI fields. During the same event, Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari stressed that the development of technologies such as AI must be guided by upstanding values and based on Hidayah or divine guidance so that it is not misused to the point of having a negative impact on society. According to him, although AI technology is now developing rapidly and is able to assess and translate human brain data through sophisticated algorithms, AI is still unable to replace hidayah that only comes from God.
Di mana teknologi ini dapat membaca apa yang ada dalam otak kita. Kini tu. Apa kita dalam otak kita saya dapat baca dengan teknologi baru tu, dan kita boleh baca saya apa dalam otak saya. Satu perkara yang tidak dapat dibuat oleh saintis ialah hidayah.
The Sarawak Premier also reminded the younger generation of the key role of social media in today's digital era, which, according to him, is like a double-edged sword where it can bring benefits if used correctly, but it can also harm society if misused. He also stressed that although AI is based on algorithms and modern science, every technological advancement must begin with a strong foundation of faith and high moral values. In this context, he said Sarawak is also actively using modern technology, including AI and hydrogen, in an effort to drive state development and improve the people's facilities in line with the agenda towards a developed state by 2030. Meanwhile, the Sarawak Premier received 2 courtesy visits at his office at Wisma Bapa Malaysia here on Tuesday. The first visit was from the New Zealand High Commissioner to Malaysia, Michael Wehi Meletonga Walsh. After the meeting, Walsh told the media that their discussion stressed the importance of relations between the people of both countries in an effort to strengthen long-term cooperation.
We talked about the relationships between New Zealand and Malaysia, and also in terms of Sarawak specifically. We talked about the people-to-people relationships and the importance of such relationships going back over many, many years. But we also talked about how it's important that as friends we build on those relationships for the future, and it was very interesting and exciting to hear some of his thought-provoking and forward-looking ideas.
He also stated that education is one of the main aspects in strengthening relations between the people of Malaysia and New Zealand. The second visit involved the World Economic Forum, WEF, by the head of Community, Regional and Global Cooperation for Asia Pacific, Sean Adam. According to Adam, their discussion focused on the potential for establishing an industrial cluster in Bintulu as well as further understanding Sarawak's effort in the transition to renewable energy, especially hydrogen.
So it was a very interesting meeting with the Premier, who gave me some of his insights on what are some of the priorities for the state moving forward. And we are trying to see how we can collaborate together.
The appointment of Dato Ibrahim Baki as Deputy Minister of Utility and Telecommunication Utility to look after Sarawak Energy Berhad and Petroleum Sarawak Berhad Petros was described as a strategic step to ensure the energy sector in Sarawak continues to develop. According to Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Fadilah Yusof, the decision to appoint had been thoroughly reviewed by the Premier of Sarawak and has a solid basis, taking into account Dato Ibrahim's extensive experience in the field of law and the oil and gas industry.
Saya kira pelantikan ini sudah pasti diteliti oleh Yang Berhormat Premier. Ada asas yang kukuh dan saya melihat bahawa Dato' Ibrahim Baki bukan saja merupakan seorang peguam, pernah bekerja dengan Petronas, ditaja oleh Petronas dan juga pernah sit dalam board Petronas. Sebab itu salah satu portfolio ialah untuk menjaga hal ehwal tenaga di Sarawak dan juga persoalan Petros. Sebab dia dah mengetahui apa yang ada di dalaman Petronas, lebih mudah untuk dia mungkin berunding berhubung kait dengan Petros. Saya kira ini mungkin satu langkah strategik dalam pelantikan ini untuk memainkan peranan tertentu bagi memastikan bidang tenaga akan terus berkembang sebab ini agak kritikal. Apatah lagi ini bersama dengan kesesuaian di kementerian kami. Jadi saya kira lebih mudah untuk kita melaksanakan dasar dan strategi berhubung kait dengan renewable energy. Apatah lagi nanti Sarawak akan membuat bekalan tenaga kepada Semenanjung dan juga kepada Singapura dan juga ASEAN Power Grid, yang mana Borneo Power Grid adalah salah satu inisiatif yang diberi perhatian oleh Kerajaan Persekutuan. Dengan pengalaman beliau, insya-Allah saya kira lebih mudah untuk kita bekerjasama dan saya kira perundingan yang lebih berkesan antara Petros dan Petronas.
He said this during the Palawan Municipal Council's Ramadan Bazaar Tour program in Matang Jaya today. Dato Sri Fadilah added that Dato Ibrahim's role was important in strengthening the renewable energy agenda, especially in Sarawak's effort to supply energy to Peninsular Malaysia, Singapore, and continue the development of the Borneo power grid. He also hoped that energy-related negotiations between the Sarawak government and the federal government can proceed well without speculations that could interfere with the process.
Yang pasti ialah semua melihat pada kepentingan negara dan pada masa yang sama kepentingan Sarawak juga perlu diimbangi supaya apa saja pembangunan, kalau Sarawak mendapat manfaat, pastinya Kerajaan Persekutuan pun akan dapat sebab cukai pun akan dibayar pada Kerajaan Persekutuan. Dia tidak akan menidakkan kepentingan negara. Itu jaminan daripada Departemen Kisah.
In addition, the appointment is seen as an effort to strengthen the energy industry in Sarawak and ensure that the sector continues to contribute to the growth of the region as well as national economy. Sarawak and Australia strengthened bilateral collaboration in various sectors, particularly on tourism, sports management, and technical skills education. Deputy Sarawak Premier Dato Ahmad Awang Tengah Ali Hassan discussed these opportunities during a courtesy call by New South Wales Senior Trade Commissioner Andrew Parker and President of Sarawak Australia Business Chamber Roger Chan on Monday. Among the various opportunities discussed include renewable energy, including hydropower, solar and biomass oil and gas downstream, green hydrogen, sustainable agriculture, ecotourism, and advanced manufacturing. In addition, new sectors such as semiconductor, aerospace, biotechnology, and medical devices provide new opportunities for investors. Dato Ahmad Awang Tengah welcomed more government-to-government, business-to-business engagement, as well as social and cultural exchanges that can strengthen the relationship between both regions. The Sarawak government will implement the Sarawak Youth Index Study 2.0 to assess the development of the quality and well-being of the youth in the state. Minister for Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development, Dato Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said the study will be carried out in collaboration with the Institute of Youth Development Research Malaysia, IRIS, and involve the participation of youth from 45 districts throughout Sarawak.
This will be the second time kita engage, Sarawak engage dengan IRIS untuk mendapat maklum balas penyelidikan daripada semua daerah di Sarawak, 45 daerah. The last time kita membuat survey macam ini adalah dalam tahun 2018.
He said in a press conference after chairing the Sarawak Youth Development Committee meeting 2025 here on Monday. He explained that the study covers 6 main domains, namely education, economy, mental and physical well-being, political socialization, nationhood and democracy, values and identity, and media and digital citizenship. According to him, Sarawak is the only state that has conducted this study twice, the last being in 2018. And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Bonnie. More news can be found in our official portal, ucas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We are ending the UCAS Bulletin with a presentation of the inauguration of the Serian Division Darul Makmur Mosque on Monday. #Salran Info Masih Rakyat. Have a good night.